Now, interesting story as far as the Lions are concerned. Defensive back Nelson Martin at one time wanted to be a quarterback, and he had pretty good reason. He was an Ontario College All-Star in 1981 as a quarterback with Seneca, but the BC Lions had other ideas.
Sometimes to know where you are going, you must first look back at where you have been. Nelson Martin of the BC Lions is preparing for the biggest game of the year, the Western Final. Part of that preparation this week involved a trip back to his old college, Simon Fraser.
I one day dreamt that I would be in the CFL, but to play in like 5, 6 Western Conference finals and in 2 Grey Cup games, I never thought about that. I didn't have my thought that progressed yet.
Back in 1978, Martin was the big man on campus, the quarterback of the Klansmen. Now the honor belongs to another Toronto product by the name of Orville Lee.
And maybe I could be on the same team, I'll be all right.
You've got the ability, so continue to work, and don't forget what it took you to get where you are today. You'll have no problem. And you come from a good school, too.
All right. I just want that opportunity, just to get there and do something.
Getting from college football to the Western Final is not measured in years or in miles, but more in commitment. Somewhere along the way, Martin traded in a lot of his youthful emotion for a much more business-like approach to the game.
I'm a professional now, and I'm growing up. I'll be 30 next year, so the emotional aspect is really starting to dwindle. I try to have a very professional approach, and I'm very serious and intense about my job and what I do. So when the season is over, I get sentimental, but during the season, I'm just X's and O's and intensity, and I try to keep it like that. I've learned to become like that in order to survive in the business.
Ironically, another member of that 1978 SFU team was Rick House of the Eskimos. However, Martin has no plans to allow those glory days to interfere with his job on Sunday.
Right after Edmonton beat Calgary, I started to get butterflies, and I said, whoa, you'd better hold it, because I don't want to leave my best days on the practice field, so I've been trying really hard this week to keep myself under control, because I know coming through that tunnel, we're ready for war, and it's going to be a battle.
It's been a long trip from SFU to the Western Final for Nelson Martin, but Sunday he hopes to add yet another pleasant memory.
David Pratt, TSN, Vancouver.